Good morning, 7th graders. Today is lesson 4. We are going over unit price to the nearest cent. And what that means when we're finding our unit price is, let's say we have a dozen eggs and 12 eggs in a dozen, right? And let's say they cost $2. We want to figure out what the unit price is. So what that means is we want to know what the price is for each individual egg. Okay, that's called our unit price. Because a lot of things come in different packages and things like that. So for instance, if we have a dozen of eggs that cost $2, and then we also have, there's a 6-pack of eggs that costs $1.50, and we want to figure out which one would be the better buy, or which would be the cheaper unit price. We can divide to find that answer. And that's what we're going to learn about today, is finding our unit price of certain things, all right? So let's read our example problem on the bottom of page 16, and we will work through that together in the video. Rachel has a small egg business of her own. She has a dozen laying hens, and she kept track of how many eggs her chickens laid from a 100-pound bag of feed costing $11.80. The hens laid 228 eggs while consuming the bag of feed. All right, so let's flip to the top of page 17. So we want to know, what was the feed cost per pound? How are we going to figure that out? Notice how we figured it out on the top of page 17. If we take a 100-pound bag, and it cost how much? Cost $11.80. So we're going to divide our $11.80 by 100 pounds to figure out how much each pound of feed costs. So I'm not going to write that out up here on the board. You guys can just go ahead and look at that. How we did that, we divided 100, we divided 118 by 100. We came up with, notice what it says in the cloud. It says, find the unit price to the nearest thousandths of a dollar. So we're going to have to go 3 decimal place values so we can round it. Notice our title is rounding to the nearest cent. So here we would round it to 12 cents. It wouldn't be 11 cents. We'd round it up to 12 cents per pound was the feed, cost per feed. Now they ask us another question. What was the feed cost to produce 1 egg? So now we want to know what the feed cost was to produce 1 egg. So how much did the feed cost? It cost $11.80, right? So, and then how many eggs were there? There was 228. So again, we want to know what the feed cost was to produce just 1 egg. So we're going to take all of the amount of our eggs and divide it by how much our feed cost, which would be $11.80. And notice how they worked that out. We just divided it, and if we divide $11.80 by 228, we would come up with 5 cents. It cost about 5 cents to produce 1 egg with that bag of feed, okay? Now, for numbers 1 through 3, that's what you guys are going to be working with, but we're going to do a couple examples up here on the board before I let you guys do your own. So if I want you guys to find each unit price to the nearest thousandths of a dollar. Okay, and then round it to the nearest cent. All right, so I'm going to show you what I mean by that, and then I'm going to give you guys an example to do on your own. So if I have 5 pounds of feed and it costs $2.99 for $2.99, how are we going to figure out how much each pound cost? We're going to divide our $2.99 by our 5 pounds. So we're going to come up with $2.99 divided by 5. 5 can't go into 2, so we're going to place our decimal point up here. 5, 9, there's 7, 8, 9 would be 45. Okay, now, do we stop there? No, notice what I said. We're going to round to the nearest thousandths of a dollar. This is just hundredths, so we're going to go add 1 more 0 so we can round our answer. 5 goes into 40 8 times, so we have 40. We have nothing left over. So we would round this to what? 60 cents, right? So 60 cents would be how much it was per pound, okay? I'm gonna give you one, and I want you guys to write it down and see if you guys can get this one. I have no way of checking to make sure you got it right, but I'm confident you guys will. So we have 10 oranges for $3.98. All right, ready, get set, go. Sorry, I should have maybe made this clear. So remember, you want to find the unit price. So that would be how much each orange costs. So remember how we do that? Go ahead and find out how much each orange costs. All right, now that you guys are all finished, let's check it because I know you guys got it right, but let's go over it anyways. So we should have come up with 398 thousandths to our cent. We're rounding to our nearest thousandths. So we round 39 cents to 40 cents for our answer of how much each orange cost, all right? So that's what you're doing in numbers 1 through 3. You guys find the unit price to the nearest thousandths of a dollar. So that's what you're gonna write in the first blank. So they have zinnias, there's 50 seeds for $1.49. So in the first blank, you're gonna write down this answer right here. Your nearest cent to the thousandths. And then in the second blank, you're gonna write, or it was 40 cents per seed, all right? So that's what you're doing in those three. And you're doing the same thing on question number 35 at the end of your lesson, okay? And let me just look over, okay. You guys may skip number 12. That is a star problem. You guys may skip that one. And that is all for your new part. And remember, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Also, your quiz is tomorrow. And don't forget to study hard for that. Be sure you know how to convert using your convert to Fahrenheit and Celsius. Make sure you're familiar with how to do that. And also about adding your integers that are negative and positive. So if you're multiplying or dividing an answer and you have one negative, your answer will be negative, correct? If you are multiplying and you have two negatives, your answer is going to be positive. So make sure you review those things. And that is all I'm going to go over. Make sure you know how to write numbers in scientific notation. And study hard for your test. And I will see you guys later. All right, have a good day, guys.